think of a more appropriate song to begin Oceans Apart towards a more humane asylum seeker policy. And Kon, part of that song, well, the song is called Boy Hid, Tell Me Where Shall I Go? And one of the lines says, where shall I go when every door is locked? And I think there are thousands of asylum seekers on Christmas Island, Manus Island, Nauru, Villawood, Maribyrnong, Broadmeadows, detention centres throughout this country for whom the door is locked. And the song was performed by Sara, Kogan-Lazarus, accompanied by the wonderful Gideon, Preiss. Sara, you've got a great name. Lazarus, Emma Lazarus, was an American Jewish poet who wrote the famous poem New Colossus, which is on the pedestal of the Statue of Liberty. And the last 5 lines go like this. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. That's the opposite, the golden door, and the door that is now locked to so many. And it is a great privilege to be part of this and to introduce a wonderful friend and a person that I admire greatly, who not only talks the talk but really walks the walk. Kon, just a couple of words about who we are. This was an initiative of the Jewish Labour Bund, and also we're now partnered by Jewish Aid, and we'll hear a bit more about Jewish Aid later. But the Bund, we were fighters, we were resistors. Very early on, the Bund, I think, were way ahead of their times when they, as revolutionaries, they said that what counts as much as anything else is respect for minority cultures and for people who come from many different walks of life and ethnicities. This is a very poignant week for us because on April the 19th, we commemorate, as we do every year, the Warsaw Ghetto Uprising, when the Bund, among other organisations, had the courage to stand up to the might of the Nazi regime. But I think what's probably most pertinent about the Bund when we come to this particular event is that across the road, on Hawthorne Road, we have the Jacob Wax house. And Jacob Wax was a Jewish immigrant arriving in Australia, I think in the interwar years, but he distinguished himself by becoming a refugee advocate. And he fought during the war years desperately, as well as in the post-war years, to allow that golden door to be opened to Jewish refugees who were going through such horrors at that time. And as an organisation, we are passionate about the asylum seeker issue. The youth organisation has volunteered in all kinds of ways to help asylum seekers, and it's very much a part of who we are and how we feel about the world around us. And now in introducing Kon, there is so much that can be said about Kon Karapanagiotidis. Wonderful name. I once won a trivia contest by spelling that name properly. It's not that difficult, it's all in the syllables, Karapanagiotidis, right? Kon, there was so much we could say about Kon. He's the CEO and founder of the Extraordinary Asylum Seeker Resource Centre. If I had to sum up who Kon is, in 2011, the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre was celebrating its 10th anniversary, and I decided to write an article for The Age for that occasion, a feature, and I went and saw Kon, and I said, how many people have you helped? And he said, I think it was 7,221, something like that. And I said, how do you know? And he went to the office and he brought a book, an exercise book, blind exercise book, and in there was numbered and named with the date every single person that had been helped from 1 through to 7,223. And so I said to Kon, well, do you know these people? Do you know their stories? He says, I know them all. I said, oh, okay, I'll test you. So I picked about 6 stories in random, and sure enough, Kon knew the stories as well as the people. And that's extraordinary. I asked him earlier today what they're up to now. They're up to 10,083. And that's 10,083 people helped in all kinds of wonderful ways, from pro bono, legal aid and medical aid, help to find jobs, many other things. But I think more than anything else, they have found in the Asylum Seeker Resource Centre a haven, a refuge, a place where they can come out of their isolation, out of their loneliness, and meet people, a different kind of Australia. That's what it's all about, meeting a different kind of Australia. And it's absolutely wonderful, the work you do, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you and to